What's up, buddy? It's Water Jim, and let's do the game review for Split Fiction, the latest game developed by Hazelight. Split Fiction is a co-op action-adventure game developed by Hazelight with the director Joseph Fares. Hazelight made the game Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons from 2013, A Way Out from 2018, and It Takes Two from 2021, which also won Game of the Year for that year. Joseph sent us a signed picture from the game A Way Out, and he signed it for me and my dad. I really appreciated that, and it's something that I would definitely treasure forever. But before I reveal my thoughts on this game, let's talk about the synopsis. The game follows two writers, Mio and Zoe, who become trapped in a simulation of their own stories. To escape, they must navigate through sci-fi and fantasy worlds inspired by their own imagination. They must work together to reclaim their narratives before they are lost forever. Mio's stories are sci-fi and Zoe's are fantasy. I personally prefer Zoe's, but now let's talk about the good for Split Fiction. So for the good, I want to start off with the gameplay, which was the highlight of the game for me. I found it phenomenal. It's incredibly varied and fun to play, whether it's traversing from one place to another, riding something, solving puzzles, the insane boss fights, or using your special ability exclusive to that chapter. I played Split Fiction with my dad, and he agrees that the gameplay was the highlight. There's 8 chapters in this game. My favourite is one called Rise of the Dragon Realm. You also use my favourite ability in that chapter. There's also side missions called Side Stories. My favourite is one called Moon Market. I found it quite unique and relaxing. I also thought it had great visuals. My favourite moment in this game is actually in the chapter called Neon Revenge. I also love the game's story. I found it very interesting and very fun to watch. It was also rather emotional at times, and it also contained my sort of sense of humour. But now I want to touch upon the characters of Mio and Zoe. There's also the main antagonist, Raider, and I think all 3 of those characters are well written. I also thought the voice acting in this was very solid as well. My personal favourite character in this game is Zoe, not just because she has my favourite chapters, but because I thought she was the best written character for this game. She's very likeable, easy to root for. She's also one of the better female protagonists I've seen in any video game. I love that you can even customise the controls in this game, and you could do that for Mio and for Zoe. But now I want to talk about the graphics. I think the graphics are amazing, and it's definitely Hazelight's best in that regard. It has a lot of attention to detail and some awe-inducing moments. That's the case for the gameplay a lot of the times as well. I want to mention that this game has brilliant music and sound design, and the final chapter in this game, I thought it was phenomenal. It was very creative, innovative, thrilling and satisfying. So overall, I thought this game was excellent, but I have got a few negatives with it, so let's move on to the bad for Split Fiction. For the bad, I've only really got one problem with the story, and that's the character of Mio. I found that she wasn't a very likeable character at first. It wasn't until about chapter 3 when I really liked her as a character, and that was when I thought she was very well written. I also want to mention about the difficulty. I found the game too difficult at times, whether it's with the puzzles or whether it's with the boss fights. My dad and myself had to also rely on YouTube at several points in the game, as it was unclear where you had to go sometimes, so I think a hint button would be very beneficial. But the positives definitely outweigh the negatives. I highly recommend this video game, and I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, and it's in my top 10 video games of all time. I definitely think it deserves to win Game of the Year for 2025. I prefer this to Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons and It Takes Two, but I still prefer A Way Out, which is in my top 3 video games ever made. Split Fiction is available on PS5, Xbox Series X/S, and on PC. It also has online for all of those platforms as well, so you can play it with people from all around the world. That's just about do for my review of Split Fiction. Please let me know your thoughts on my video and on this game in the comment section below. But no spoilers, as this is a no spoiler review. But until next time, peace out, peace and love, and ciao.